You know, the thing about being a geek is that it sometimes takes us a few days to become acclimated with a new environment. And until that point, we're just a little freaked out, right? So if you are with a geek and you are on vacation, at least give him or her some maneuverability in there. Just gotta, be patient with them. You gotta understand, it's just something about us, and I couldn't tell you why. Honestly, I don't know why, but this is a thing with geeks. We do not, as they say, vacation well. So I happen to have a top 10 things that any geek needs for a vacation submitted by Ollie Mallard. And I've been sitting on this for a while. It's been kind of uncomfortable because I've had this on my... been sitting on it, literally. Just sitting on it. The chair doesn't feel as nice as... He writes, everyone likes to take different things on a vacation, whether it be necessity or for entertainment. Geeks are known for their love of taking far too many and unnecessary electronics with them, making the people that stand out, even less stand outish, because then we become the people who stand out. With everything on our belt. Keeping everybody waiting at the security scanner as they unpack and repack every single laptop and hard drive they think that they need. And these geeks, like you and me. If you're one of these people, make sure you have these top 10 necessities with you. This is according to Ollie now. So your opinions may differ. May. Not guaranteed to differ, but they may. Number 1, a laptop. Every geek will undoubtedly take a laptop on vacation, whether it be a netbook, something small like... Hang on, I'm not just groping here. Like this. This is a netbook. This is a notebook. It's a little bigger. Giving you some visual aids there. Or be a, full-blown top-of-the-line 17-inch MacBook Pro like this one. How would a geek survive without access to the internet? How would he or she check blogs, watch any of their favorite podcasts, or even check emails? A laptop at home is an unhappy and lonely laptop. Don't deprive your laptop of a vacation. Number 2, a mouse. Something that you can, move around independent of, a trackpad or a touchpad. While a laptop, works well with that trackpad, who wants to use that all the time? If you're sitting in your hotel room and checking the latest updates on the internet, your hand will most likely start to ache after sitting there for long periods of time, poking your laptop with your finger. A mouse is going to make you feel more comfortable and relieve the strain from your hand, which, kind of, because then you're also using your hand. You could use your mouth with the mouse. I don't know if I'd care to stick your mouse in my mouth, but it'll also mean you're being more ergonomic and reduce the risk of long-term pain that you may build up in your hand. So just be conscious. You want to bring a mouse just in case. You want the option. That's a good option to have, especially if it's a little portable mouse, a tiny mouse. Number 3, this is a big one, travel adapters. These are some of the most important things that you will need, yet some are often forgotten. Without travel adapters, you cannot convert power from a foreign socket and therefore not power your electronics. Not bringing these will defeat the aim of taking any electronic device at all. You can pick these up at any general store for very little money. Most laptop power bricks will have interchangeable plugs. The Apple Store sells a worldwide travel kit with different sockets for different countries, and those will attach to the white power brick that came with your product, most likely. Be sure to check the brick's voltage first, as countries operate on different voltages. Most power bricks operate at 110 volts to 240, which is fine for most of the world. Number 4, spare cables. You never know when you're going to need one of these. This could be an Ethernet cable, and I carry a retractable Ethernet cable with me, a network cable, for some old-fashioned places, or a simple iPod cable for when your iPhone needs a sync or even a charge. It can also be helpful to carry adapters for converting DVI to VGA, just in case the place you're staying has a monitor you can plug into. That's a big one, actually, the DVI to VGA. A big deal, especially if you do business travel, because inevitably you'll need to convert. Other useful cables would be a mini USB cable, potentially even a 3.5 millimeter to 3.5 millimeter jack, for audio, video cables, or anything else related to your gadgets. Number 5, a comfortable bag. If you're carrying all of these pieces of heavy hardware, you're going to need something to carry them in. Simple solution is a bag. These can be especially important if you're going to be flying, as you're likely to be walking around the airport, and then if you have a strap that's sticking in your shoulder, putting strain on your back, you're going to regret it later. Find a bag that is comfortable. In fact, I reviewed one bag that had wheels on it. I still use it. In fact, when I placed it on my desk, I scratched up my desk, but it was worth it. It's such a nice bag because it wheels around. You don't have to carry anything. You just wheel. That's my little tip there for the bag suggestion. Number 6, an iPod or a Zune. That would be for all 3 of you who don't have an iPod and the 2 of you who already have the Zune. When you're traveling, chances are you're going to get bored. If you're driving for many hours, you're not going to want to listen to some radio language you can't understand. If you're on a plane, you want to relax and block the noise everyone else and the engine's out, just stick in your headphones, watch a movie, or listen to your own music. Be sure to charge and sync your device before leaving home. And if you're lucky, maybe you'll get on a plane that has Wi-Fi. Number 7, this is kind of related, movies and TV shows. Continuing the previous point here, make sure you have sufficient content on your device that would keep you entertained throughout the trip. You can rent or buy movies or videos through iTunes and rip them using Handbrake. Handbrake, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it's an open source project, cross-platform. If it's not open source, I remember it was open source. It certainly is cost-free. Handbrake.fr. You guys, I'm just doing it from memory here. Ollie, if this is you, the guy who created the list, am I right? I'm doing this from memory. It will help you basically rip DVDs into MP4 files, or potentially making sure they're the right format for your device. Don't leave until you want to watch. Don't leave it until you want to watch it and find out that the content is not synced due to incorrect formatting. So he's just saying double check your work. Was it .fr? Wow. Number 8, a camera. That's a big one. You'll always need a camera to capture those special moments or something that you just like the look of and potentially makes you laugh out loud. Cameras today are not very cheap. Well, the good ones at least, and most video cameras that will take stills, so you don't necessarily have to carry 2 things around. In fact, I'll tell you, I've got a couple digital cameras here, and I'm actually considering selling this PowerShot because I've hardly ever used it, especially since I got the iPhone 3GS. It does great video, perfect video, and photos, at least as far as I'm concerned. That's for me. But if you don't have something that does everything, make sure you bring the camera. Now, number 9, and this kind of is related to your media device, comfortable headphones. Something that you want to, have on you for an extended period of time. He says these are a must, and I would agree. You'll get extremely annoyed if you have to sit there for ages with headphones that irritate or make your ears sore. Find some headphones that you can tolerate for more than an hour at a time. Test them before you leave. Go through a checklist. Comfortable, wearable, are they going to fall out? Do they make my ears hot? Does the sound amazing? I should say the audio. Well, let it sound too. Test headphones for about a half hour. See if they can keep their comfort for more than 5 minutes. A big no-no is cheap headphones. These will give you bad sound quality, bad build quality, and will likely be uncomfortable. I like using QC3s from Bose. Paid a pretty penny for those, but I love them. I really do. Over the ear. And they're very nice. They make my ears sweat, though, which isn't bad. It's kind of like a little workout, making your ears sweat. I'm just saying, it's an option. Number 10, DVDs. If all else fails, you'll have these discs to back you up. They're for emergency situations like rainy days and proper formatting, or forgetfulness. Your laptop will likely have a DVD drive. If not, the place you're staying likely does, like a hotel. There's nothing worse than getting there, finding out the weather's bad, and having nothing to do. This may not be the most interesting of things to do, but it's better than sitting on your bed bored to tears. Of course, there's always the internet, too, Ollie. Just throwing that out there. 10 things a geek needs for vacation, according to Ollie Mallard. And if you disagree, okay. If you got other suggestions, I'm good with that, too. Are there any other situations that geeks could be better prepared for when they leave their house? Maybe even situations within their house. If you have a list of things that geeks might need to keep in mind, drop me a line. My email address, chris@perillo.com. Do not fax me. We've got a community of tech enthusiasts. Geeks.perillo.com is where you can find us. And then, of course, we've also got this chat room. It's a part of the live video feed going out over the web 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.perillo.com. We'll see you later.